Hey everybody, Kenny Kitsune here, and I am going to do, since it's Christmas, I figured I'd watch some Christmas movies and do a review on them. Now this one is called A Year Without Santa Claus. It's the original one with the stop motion dolls and stuff, so I watched the movie at least 3 times, I think 3 times. Anyway, let's get this started, right? Shall we? Now, it starts out with Mrs. Claus talking about how there was a time where Santa wanted a holiday day off because, he had a cold and he felt like no one appreciated him. It makes sense. It's like how garbage men, they don't feel appreciated. Like, I pick up your trash and I don't even get equal pay. I'm on strike. Basically, Santa was like that. He was like, I want to be on strike because no one appreciates me. Well, then later on, there's some singing, and then Mrs. Claus talks about how she thought she could be Santa, but it turns out it couldn't. So she had a plan. She got 2 elves, Jingle and Jangle, to ride on a baby reindeer named Vixen to find some Christmas spirit. And then she forgot. And then later on, Santa goes, did you tell him about the Miser Brothers? She's like, ah, crap, they're gonna die. You may be asking, who are the Miser Brothers? Well, let's put it this way. There's Snow Miser, who makes the north side of the earth cold and fills it with snow. And then there's Heat Miser, who makes the south side hot and makes it to where it's no snow. They practically hate each other because fire, ice, hot, cold, summer, winter. Polar opposites. But they sing my favorite Christmas songs. And I have such a hard time picking between the 2 of them. Anyway, so the 2 elves make it to Southtown, USA. Which, I've never heard of that town, and I live in America. But then again, I haven't been everywhere. I've been to Florida, I live in Georgia, and that's about it. Anyway, Vixen gets sick with a fever, and then they ask the kids if they believe in Santa, and then after that, Vixen gets picked up by a dog catcher, because they put socks on her ears and make her look like a dog. Yeah, it totally looks like a dog. It has the long, skinny legs, the horns on her head. Yeah, it's totally a dog. I understand why they thought that. So, then Santa tries to get Vixen and the 2 elves, but he makes it to this kid's house, Ignatius, but they call him Iggy. Iggy. This review sucks. I'm just kidding. Anyway, Santa asks the kid Iggy, hey, do you believe in Santa Claus? And she's like, no, that's for kids. And then he goes, Dad, do you believe in Santa Claus? And then his dad breaks into song about how he believes it's Santa, because Santa originally breaks into song. He first asks Santa, who calls himself Klaus. Yeah, Klaus and Claus. So, pretty much he's like, I believe in Santa Claus like I believe in love. And then his dad talked about how when he woke up he saw Santa Claus in his room saying, hey, you believe in me now? He's like, yeah, I do. Which in today's culture, if that happened, Santa'd be like, you believe me now? But Ma, there's a pedophile in my room. What? I'm calling the police. And then Santa would be in prison for breaking and entering and be on the registered list, going door to door, going, ho, 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 I'm Santa Claus, and I'm a registered sex offender. Yes, I know. So then they get to my favorite part, where, because the mayor wants it to snow in Southtown, because it hasn't snowed in 100 years, so they go to Snow Miser. After he sings this song, Snow Miser goes, what can I do for you? And Mrs. Claus goes, can you make it snow? Sure, where? In Southtown. Oh, no, that's where my brother goes. No, My brother never lets me have snow there. If you can convince him to let me bring some snow there, then I will. And then they go to Heat Miser. And Heat Miser's what like, I want no snow in the North Pole. I want it to be full of sunshine and grass and bugs. Bugs. And then they fight about it, and then pretty much Mrs. Claus going, I'm gonna tell your mommy. And they're like, no, she's gonna tell Mama. And then they go to the Mother Nature. She's like, children. And she makes it to where it snows in Southtown. Because Mother Nature, you gotta put it this way. Snow Miser says anything he touches turns to snow. And Heat Miser says anything he touches melts. And so fire and ice, but their mom controls them, so you have to see what are her powers. Anyway, everyone decides to give Santa a holiday until Santa receives this letter. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. And he's like, what? I wanted a day off, but forget it. These kids need me. Christmas is on. And it ends with him going to this South town and singing this song about him coming to town, and that's pretty much the end of the movie. I liked it mainly because of the Miser Brothers, and I'm hoping they show the movie where the Miser Brothers try to save Christmas. But since it's only December 4th, I'm probably going to have to wait a while, but I'm going to watch it. I mean, I watched that one 3 times, I think, or is it twice? I finished it twice, and then I watched it a 3rd time, but yeah. So that is A Year Without a Santa Claus. Wait, let me turn my TV on. Okay, I am back, and yeah, it is called The Year Without a Santa Claus. And what did you think about this? Have you seen the movie? Do you know what the Miser Brothers are? If you do, leave your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, if you want to, you don't have to, but if you want to, hit that subscribe and leave a like. And as always, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy Kwanzaa.